Good evening. I've been toiling and my eyes hurt. I'm 2 years in, so I can't really stop now. Plus my personal safety is at risk, so I have to finish this game. Or else. I rotate the games I compare it to. Mountain Blade, Rimworld, Star Sector, but it's most accurately described as Rimworld, but you control one character in space with Mountain Blade Conquest. Stay tuned to see some disturbing aliens, new space vessels to conquer with, AI integration and dialogue, exceptional room service, and lizard breeding grounds at a station near you. I added new races, all with their own playstyle. We got humans, which should be most of you watching this video. Orcs are incredibly fun to play since they're overpowered. Dumb and strong, the ideal man. We got a minotaur thing and some kind of amphibian. I added a dark elf-like race that models their stations after their homeworld. They're quick, nimble, and accurate. These are the rock homies I was talking about, which come in all shapes and sizes. This race is the most intelligent and hard to kill, but generally very peaceful. There are now space-dwelling lizards considered to be vermin by every other faction. This one is a bioengineered creature, a mix of many and designed to be menacing. It was inspired by your mother. If you like, comment, and subscribe, I'll take that back, promise. I added ships for all the factions. Orc ships are just other ships mashed together from other factions, much like their stations. The Imperials have some of the best ships in the game, and they will use them to enforce their tax code. This faction uses older models of the Empire, which have hunkier designs. They rely more on lower tech weaponry, which can be advantageous in certain scenarios. Elves roll out in these animal-looking ships. They kind of fetishize nature. The Rock Boys have simple ships, high-tech weaponry like lasers, with strong and shiny hulls. The Lizard Boys don't actually have or need ships. Those disgusting monstrosities I mentioned before fly around in these lovely meatballs. This came from the worst part of my mind, not gonna lie. Maintenance is performed on grids now. Every crew in the world understands their ship or station schematics and will rebuild. They even clean up after the most abusive captains, Stockholm Syndrome being an unintended feature. Anything out of place on a grid is now tracked. On damage, a new repair job becomes available to a real handyman. Crops and farmland are maintained too. Grids will now automatically be upgraded. Thrusters and ship weapons are upgradable. Upgrades occur when the materials are available in cargo and there's a builder skilled enough. The player controls the schematics for their own grids, however. They reserve the right to create whatever engineering abomination they please. I had a job interview that didn't really go too well. They were looking for someone with experience integrating AI in games, so I integrated one before the interview. It didn't really make much of a difference though. Maybe it will for you. Dialogue is now AI generated using a locally run LLM. If I decide to stick with this, it'll save me so much time handcrafting every bit of dialogue. I'm kind of an AI skeptic. I don't know whether or not I should keep this. Let me know in the comments what you think. I optimized the game drastically. I've made explosions much more performant. Each chunk is rendered individually now. Before I was re-rendering the entire grid every time a change was made. I changed pathfinding so that smaller paths are taken at a time. Finding the path all in one shot was tanking performance. An issue with the logging system was causing a freeze, which has been pissing me off for months. If you're a developer and Unity is freezing for you, I would recommend you learn about Break All. This will save your life. Now I want to move on and tell you about the next steps I have for the game. I've been working on this game full time, but I got about 2 months before that changes. Because of this, I've been rushing to build a demo. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to have one by next video, definitely not, but I think much of my efforts need to be directed into this goal. For the demo, I'm going to make a smaller alternate world that might resemble a scenario canon to the lore. I can set up a tutorial where the player plays a human and they have to deal with 2 other factions, maybe retake a human station infested with lizards or orcs, then fix up the station. This scenario would showcase many major systems. I need to further optimize the game. Loading the world is a major time bottleneck. I'm also going to be taking steps to improve the marketability of the game early on. What that means is new, fun, and shiny stuff coming soon. But these things are a whole nother rabbit hole for a different video. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.